Good morning, soul family. How are you? I'm exhausted. I am freaking exhausted. We have, check out the sky out there. We've got odd, it looks like marine layer, which is weird for here, this far inland. But it is. And it's not clouds, it's like marine layer. And the water is a little bit choppy, but there's no wind. So it's emotional, okay? Cloudy, emotions, think about it, because that's marine layer. And I'm exhausted because spirit had me up all night long, and I was literally reawakened every few minutes. So I wasn't really completely sleeping. I was remote viewing. I was hearing sentences. I was getting downloads like I can't tell you the downloads. So before I continue with this, I'm going to show you the items that we're going to choose from. The Trickster. And the Trickster has got a Juicy Couture, JC, in his mouth. Okay? A Juicy Couture, JC are the initials on it. Crown, in his mouth. This is the Coyote. Okay? Then we've got the Leo, the Lion. Here, did you see it up close? That's what it looks like. Then we've got the Leo, the Lion. Then we have the butterfly. Welcome to my garden, right? Then we've got the Happy Buddha. But the Happy Buddha's got a crack in his head. And he's got, his foot is broken. Okay, so there's a message to all of this. Which one do you want to choose? I'm going to put you guys down on your side. Well, I'll do this for a minute. I'll just explain to you what's going on. I don't even know, because I said to you guys, I don't want any drama, right? I don't want any drama. Don't bring it to my door. However, I am a channel, and I am a medium, and Spirit delivers messages to me. And as I was getting, literally, it might have been 3:30 in the morning solid until now. I haven't slept. And what was going on was I would get these messages, and then my cats would start screaming. And I'm talking yowling. Liger has been yowling. So Liger and Lily are roommates, okay? One of them's a spoiled, pampered princess. The other one is very, very patient, but attached to me. And I don't know how to explain that in any other way. I've had Liger's older than Lily. I took them both in, right? They're not my natural children, so think about that. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. I love them, but at this point I want to give them both away. At this point I'm so angry at Liger. I threw him out and I locked the door. I put her out on the patio because they would not stop. But I understand, for all of you that are going to get on my ass about being mean to my cats, I'm not mean to my cats. You try not sleeping for days and days and days and days because of your freaking cats. Look at the hummingbird. The hummingbird, it's me. You will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself as well as others. I hope so, and I hope that means sleep. But I do realize that they are used to wake me up. Because if I, even when I think to myself, oh, I'll remember that, even if it's just a couple words, you don't. You don't remember it when you wake up. So I have to get it out. I have to grab my phone, record it, and then try and go back to sleep. And then as soon as I get the next sentence, another cat will come and wake me up, right? They're taking turns all night long. So finally, I'm putting these all together, and I'm trying to decide, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is like all making sense. It's going together with dreams that I had like 3.5 years ago. So this is how Spirit strings things together with synchronicities, right? And we were told, pay attention over the next few days to the synchronicities and your dreams and coincidences. Spirit is trying to talk to you. You're going to be getting very important information. You'll be getting, are we close to a full moon or what? Because my dreams are off the hook. But as I was going through all of these things and putting things together, I thought to myself, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about this, right? Someone is connecting to me and wanting me to get this information. And I kept thinking about Merlin, my dragonfish, whose water is toxic, right? His environment is toxic. And how I had to clear his environment because he couldn't do it. I had to do it for him. So as I went to put on my rings, I put my rings on today, and I can't even start working until I put my rings on. My moonstone was, I'll show you. I went to grab something, and I thought, I can't even grab it. What's going on with my fingers? And I looked, and my moonstone was doing this. I'll show you. Because at that time, I was thinking to myself, why is this happening? My moonstone was rubbing up against my cat. So the moonstone was connecting to the cat. I am the moonstone. This is the blue lapis cat. He knows who he is. Unless it represents something else, the moonstone is clearly your intuition. The cat is also an animal that sees in the dark and is very connected to spirit, right? So there's a lot of things. But that's why it was happening. And then I thought, do I say anything about this? Because I said yesterday, you know, sometimes we're not meant to share the messages that we get, right? Some things need to be kept a secret. And just because I get information doesn't mean it's meant to be shared. And I need to be very, very careful about that. Well, I go to pick up my phone and I get a message, and I haven't posted it yet, but it said literally, oh, I wish I could tell you the specific words, but it was literally, you need to speak your truth now. Like it's imperative that you speak your truth. It will affect other people. And when I thought, okay, so I got up and I was trying to get my chia water together, right? I'm almost feeling rushed right now because I realize it's time sensitive. That's what I'm getting. Because when I thought I'm going to find, okay, I've recorded all of this. It's as much as I can do right now. I'm going to ask Spirit, you know, do I need to share this or should I go to sleep? You know, I'm so tired. And I go to lay down and Liger starts to yowl. He doesn't yowl. Like, meow, meow, meow. Like, no way are you sleeping through that, right? It's like a cat in heat. A cat in heat. He starts to yowl. That makes sense, too. That means something. Somebody's wanting you, right? And I said, what? What do you want? I went to pour his food for him, and I spilled it all over the ground. And I said, fuck, you know, you get so frustrated. You get annoyed when you're tired. You get cranky. You say things. You act differently when you're tired, when you're angry, right? You get angry. So I'm picking up the food, and I said, I'm over you guys. Your food is here. You have what you're supposed to eat. This is what you're supposed to eat. But Lily's sitting up on her chair waiting for her treats. Liger wants it too. They both want candy. Think about that. It's like a freaking drug to them. They want candy, these two. What am I, the Pez dispenser? And I heard that in my dream the other night. They said, do you have cocaine? As they went into a party, and the person said, no, I'm the Pez dispenser. That is the person who, unless it's somebody who is, I'm clearly not using pills to cut cocaine or cut heroin. But a Pez dispenser is also somebody who is the, like the doctor or the bridge, that when people are coming down off of their drug withdrawal, you dispense them another drug to help them break the habit, right? Like if you, I know this, like, because I had to research it. If you were someone that was using heroin, then they use another pill, it's a pharmaceutical drug, in order to bring that, not have the withdrawal not be so intense. And like when I was, the cat Prince that we took from the drug house, when he was going through his withdrawals, I gave him cannabis oil to help him with his withdrawal. He was in agony. And so this person who I represent is obviously, you know, this isn't into drugs. This person is probably giving them cannabis to help them as they go down. But I'm like ready. I'm done. I'm just done. These two are driving me nuts because the thing is, they don't want the help. They don't want their regular food. They want the drug. Okay? They want the drug. That's what they're showing me. So now I'm going to put you down on the side while I shuffle our cards and get them together, and I'm going to tell you what I was given. Okay? It's a lot. I'm going to try and abbreviate this as quickly as I can. As quickly as I can. But it's like, there was so much. And I understand, and I heard in my head, yes. You know, I mean, when I got that message from Spirit, you need to share what you know right now. And then you Liger yowling, it's like, yeah, time sensitive. So I'm a little bit rushed right now. So I hear, oh God, that's not the one. Sorry, there's so many. So if you guys want to go ahead, I will timestamp this, okay? So I have heard several times, you must choose love over money. We also got that in our readings, right? Which I find odd for me because clearly I would never be tempted by money over love. I would not be. So this makes me think that the message is not for me, but for someone connected to me, because this isn't me, right? So it is someone's connected to me. Somebody is going to be tempted by the money. They may be tempted to take the money over their heart, over their love. The message is, don't be tempted by the shiny offer. It of course then brings to mind me, the oracle message, beware of the carnivorous fairy, right? And then I hear, because these are all sentences that I hear, you know, I'm waking up. I strung this all together later. So then I hear my next sentence is, There will be a shiny offer or a shiny tempting offer or promise made. If you accept it, there may be a heavy price you are not willing to pay. What they promise, they either cannot deliver or will not honor. You are wanted because you are the one with the creative idea. You have what they need. Don't be so willing to share or give it away. You don't need the help from this kind of tainted offer. You would be wiser to implement this on your own. This one is not to be trusted. Okay, then it goes to, and this I've heard more than once in the last 3 days. I have heard that. And we know that when we are shown something 3 times to pay extra close attention, right? So what I found odd was, as I was going along, this person presents themselves, this is what they say. This is what I found out. I'm sorry, it's confusing. It's confusing for me too. I'm talking to you right now. This is what I found odd. This is the sentence that I heard. They present themselves as the Empress, Sir Hiss, not the Emperor. So the Empress is a female, generally, right? I mean, you can take on the qualities of the Empress being as a male. But this person who was a male calls himself the Empress, Sir Hiss. I have seen this rattlesnake again and again. Beware of the snake in the grass. Remember when I went walking and I said, I walked along, and anyway, I won't go there. It's just too much. What they said was, they present themselves as the Empress, Sir Hiss. Do not believe the holy benevolent facade. It is coming from the church. He is not your friend. He will bite you. He preaches his own warning. Don't tread on me. So, you go to the Empress, and I'm going to try and do this quick. The Empress in Tarot is referred to as the Earth Mother, and often represents birth in the upright position. In the upright, she's fertility, femininity, beauty, nature, and abundance. But in the reverse, which this would be, considering what we were shown, it's creative block, dependence on others. So it would be this is why you don't want this person. They are going to be your creative block. They are dependent on others. Speaking of the reversed Empress as her or himself. Now this is what I was clearly shown, both male and female in this one, right? Suggests a loss of personal power through placing too much emphasis on other people's emotional or material needs, thus neglecting oneself. This deals with the indecisiveness concerning others and confusion about the direction a relationship may be taking. You may also be finding it difficult to work cooperatively with others. The reason for this lack of harmony is likely to be within you, and therefore introspection is required. In a relationship reading, the Empress reversed suggests that you are feeling very challenged because you do not have an avenue to express your true thoughts and feelings, and you are obliged to bottle a lot of it up inside. Have you got a close friend in whom you can confide? You need to share your feelings with someone so that you can understand them and get in touch with your inner self. This also can suggest a dependence on other people's feelings, indicating that you may be playing a waiting game now to see how your partner reacts and what emotion he or she displays. It is best not to do this, but instead work through your own emotions independently of him or her. If you are struggling in a relationship, the first step for you is to take some time to yourself in order to restore your harmony, your energy levels, and your belief in yourself. Unfortunately, your past relationships have impacted how you see yourself and your ability to truly love and trust another person. As a result, you may be doubting your inner beauty and losing your inspiration for creating beautiful, loving relationships. You may also be overprotective of someone you love, and this is straining your relationship. Now, remember, this one is called the Earth Mother, okay? Be mindful that you do not become a smothering, demanding mother. Are you mothering your partner, friends, or family too much? Be careful not to overdraw on the characteristics of the upright Empress, because the upright Empress is to care and nurture. You may be telling yourself that, but you're not. You're smothering them. The Empress reverse indicates you're feeling disconnected because something is missing or lacking in your life, or because you want to find something creative, meaningful, or fulfilling to do, but you don't know what. So now remember, this is the person you don't want to share your creative idea with. This one is smothering you. This one does not have their own creative idea. They want it, but they don't have it. They're waiting for their partner to show something. Okay? Where is it? Be careful not to overdraw on the characteristics. You may need to follow the example of the high priestess, which is a connected one, who listens to her inner or his inner psyche for the answers. More generally, the Empress reverse indicates you are feeling, okay, disconnected because something is missing or lacking in your life, because you want to find something creative, meaningful, fulfilling to do, but you don't know what. This card can indicate a creative block. You may find your mood depressed or negative. Work can feel laborious and mundane. This is not a time to think, act, or do. You're already overloaded, and mental pursuits will not get you what you need. Further attempts to follow your intellect or reasoning mind will only cause frustration or lead you astray. The Empress reverse may also indicate, listen to this, issues with pregnancy, whether infertility or unwanted pregnancy. And I've gotten in my dreams, somebody else put their brother's name down on as a child's father, okay? I got that already. I'm just putting that out there. Whoever needs this message is going to understand when they listen to all this. I'm not going to figure it out for you. Unwanted pregnancy. Oh, Lord. Whether or infertility or unwanted pregnancy. This grabbed my attention because I kept getting issues with pregnancy, whether it's infertility or that. I kept getting this same issue again, this same message again and again. Now this is the message that I got, which is really odd. I used and the reason I know the words so well and because how I got that word so easily was because it's in, and I should probably use the deck today to see if it comes up. It's my messages from your animals. From your animals. Now pay attention to this because I'm going to talk to you later about these people who have these 3 dogs. Okay? So this is a message from your animal. So one of your dogs is talking to you here. And they're telling you, where is it? It's basically about, thank you for getting me neutered. Where is it? Ah. And it's, okay, it's called fertility. Okay. Thank you for getting me, no, it says spay or neuter me. I have reproductive system issues. I need help with my pregnancy or caring for my young. Embrace the birth of a new being or idea, express your creativity. Fertility, the rabbit. So they're showing me this person, and I got that again and again, and I've been getting it so much it's ridiculous. I need help with my pregnancy, right? Please spay me or neuter me. Or I have reproductive system issues. There's 2 people I feel involved in this. One needs help caring with the pregnancy or the young one, which is why I saw that one having baby and the one brother signed the other brother's name. And I remember looking and going, wait, that's not who you are. Why are you putting his name down? That's not who it is. Now go on from this. And then I was given a song that makes me really sad every time I hear it. This is when I got up. I got up because the cats woke me up again. I thought, fine, I'll go to the bathroom. I've been up 400 times already, right? So I go to the bathroom. As I walk by, I told you, I leave the radio on at night because I get messages from Spirit. And as I walk by, I hear this song, and it's called Psycho. Now, remember, in the reading the other day, I said that word, and I said, wait, and I don't mean that. And then I said, wait a minute, that wasn't a mistake. I need to go back now and see what I was saying when the word psycho came out, because that was not a mistake. I always pay attention when my higher self speaks up, especially since we've been told by Spirit to pay extra close attention to our dreams, synchronicities, and coincidences, okay? So the name of the song, and I keep hearing it now, chanting it over and over in my head, Psycho, but it's the lyrics of the song. And the song is called Psycho, and it's by Post Malone. Okay? And I don't want to go through the entire freaking song. It would take you forever. But in this song, this person mentions the name Tony. Okay? And the name Tony, the tiger, which Tracy Wardlaw, you can attest to, this is another one of my spiritual friends, has been emphasized to me again and again and again and again for the last 3.5 years. I was given a dream more than 3.5 years ago where I was shown a man riding a horse in a back field with another person. In my dream, he was called Tony. He was a kind, spiritual man, very gentle, not a fighter, but a very giving, generous person. He seemed to be taken advantage of by others. And there was another one next to him riding on the horse, another horse, and let's see. A father comes calling, "Where is my daughter?" Tony said nothing, but the other person on the horse said she was coming. The person that spoke was shown to me to be a narcissist, someone who barely worked, who felt the world owed them a living, craved attention, used their looks to get by, lived with others expecting them to support them. The father was very angry and said, "You were supposed to care for her, and now she's gone out into the storm." Now, at the time, I thought mistakenly that that was me, right? And and now I understand that it was. I've always been watching through someone else's eyes. When the father came out, I never understood the father at that time. I didn't feel the father was a bad person. I felt the father was a decent person. That was my impression, and which you have to pay attention to in dreams. Okay, so I'm just going to go from this point. So who was the one that was missing? The one who was missing, calling him a daughter in my dream. Okay, so wait, that's not all. I'm sorry. At the exact same time, a friend of mine, like when I woke up that morning, a friend of mine who also dreams for others, has prophetic dreams, said to me, "I was given a dream for you." Before I even said anything to her, before I even finished writing my dream down, she said, "I was given a dream for you last night. I saw a very angry, gray-haired, older man yelling at his son, saying, 'You had better go find your brother.'" So, was the one who was missing the same person? In my dream, I'm calling him a daughter, referring to a loving, nurturing, more gentle energy, or were there two people that had gone missing, the daughter and the guy, right? So I've said myself, from the many messages and dreams I've been shown, there's so much about the tiger. I always thought it was referring to a woman because I am the tiger too, and my cat, Liger, is half lion, half tiger, half Leo, half tiger. So it's showing me there's two different parents. One's a tiger, one's a Leo, okay? So I always thought it was referring to a woman until I went to get my hair cut. And on the wall was 3 children. The one child was dark-skinned, brown eyes with an American flag headband. My hairdresser said, "That one we call the little mother." Now remember, the one that you don't want to give your ideas to, you don't want to accept the offer, that you don't want to open up to that one, the one who didn't have any creative projects, that wanted what his partner had. That one was the mother, the one that they called the mother, was mothering the person in their life, okay? You don't want to give that one your ideas. The middle one had lighter skin, blue eyes, dark hair, face painted like a tiger. Tony the tiger, the sweet, gentle, spiritual one, okay? And then there was a younger one who had very fair blonde hair and blue eyes. And then in my dreams I hear, "See the mother, see the son. Like mother, like son. Like father, like son." I'm like, okay, I don't know what belongs to what. So the song, and I don't want to go on because it's going to take forever. You guys can look up the song, whoever you are that needs to find out what the lyrics mean. There's a lot in here about girls, about riches, diamonds. Basically, this person, Malone, who wrote the song, he's the main speaker. He's talking about living it up, his life. You know, my money thick, won't ever fold. She said, "Can I have some to hold? And I can't ever tell you no." So here's, like I said, I feel like this Malone guy is the spiritual, quiet Tony person. Well, it is, because this is the one who had Tony, so it is. So this one has money, right? And she said, "Can I have some to hold? I can't ever tell you no." So he's very generous. He has a hard time saying no, which is what I got in my dreams about that person riding that one horse. Malone has stacks and stacks of cash that are too thick to fold. He spends them lavishly on cars, watches, high street fashion, and women. Then notice the other guy, his partner, the other horse, who jumps in and he starts to brag. Ty $sign joins in. Ty, which is this. Oh, I know who it is. This is the other son. Okay, I know who this is. Wow. Okay, from the second verse, and he does not hold back about bragging about his luxuries. Convertibles, Rolex watches, luxury cocktails, expensive women. They're all in his portfolio. But he speaks very disgustingly about women, okay? This is the brother I've seen in my dreams who preaches from the pulpit, then gets down, and as he's walking, is talking shit behind everyone's back. And I said in my dream, wow, he sure doesn't walk his walk, talk his talk. Damn, my AP going psycho. Lil mama bad, like Michael. Little mama bad, like Michael. The title of the song cycle could refer to the fact that he's living a crazy life filled with the finest things money can afford. AP is referring to, I can't even say this, some kind of a Swiss watch manufacturer. The audio track released has an artwork of a wolf at the industrial wasteland gnarling at something. Is Malone the lonely wolf? Tony, the sweet and spiritual one that can't say no, that's made all the money that everyone wants to take advantage of, and Mother is the lonely wolf. Okay? Now what's interesting to me is, what did I just pick up? Bad Like Michael. I'm thinking about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, very, very successful, very, very talented, incredibly shy, controlled by his father and his brothers, had much more talent than the brothers, broke out on his own and was a superstar, always misunderstood, was accused of molesting children, but I was told by Spirit he never did, and I don't care what anybody else says, I believe it, because when Spirit tells me something, I trust it. He was accused of that, but he didn't do it. And he had that song, Billie Jean, where somebody accused him of fathering her baby, but he said it, but it wasn't his baby, right? They always want to do that because he's got the money. They want his money. Now, in this dream, remember the person who wanted all the money needed help with their pregnancy, right? So this is all stringing together. God, there's so much here. I hope that this is helping somebody a lot. Stop. You need to stop. Now, she's the spoiled one, the princess. And she spoke right then, so that might mean something to somebody. I've heard several times... Okay, hold on. I want to move this one. God, this is annoying that I have to do this. I hear he needs a 424. And then somebody goes looking in a drawer, and then they walk up to me and hand me a syringe. I was not sleeping at this time. I was remote viewing. I saw this. Watson 424 is hydrocortisone, potassium-sparing diuretic. Okay, diuretics are drugs that increase the volume of urine produced, promoting the excretion of salt water from the kidneys. So this is to help you to reabsorb when you have problems with your urinary tract. Now remember, I have problems with I have fertility issues because of my urinary disorder or whatever. Okay, so then we go to the three dogs. One is Loki, the first one. The second is Ollie, the third is Watson. Think about it. Watson 424, he's the one. He's got a problem with his leg. Okay, well, clearly men have 3 legs, right? So I didn't realize, but this is what they were showing me. That required a very extensive and expensive surgery. The drug from the seed pod of the moonflower that causes hallucinations causes you to vomit, to get high, and it attacks your body in ways as to destroy your urinary functions. You're unable to urinate. It may require surgery to correct it and can be fatal. I was shown all of this in the cat that we rescued from the drug house. He had crystals in his bladder, which required surgery, which ended up with complications, and another emergency surgery had to be done or he would have died. It turned his body parts from a male into a female. This is the one that is referred to as Ty. Get out. Go. I freaking can't handle this anymore. These cats are fucking killing me. And that's what I'm getting, is whoever I am mirroring in my dreams, you're overwhelmed and you can't do this anymore, and Spirit wants you to get the fuck out, because this is what's going on. And it's driving me crazy, so please stop connecting to me. I will give this message to you, but, I can't handle this anymore with my cats can't either. So, so it takes us back to that message that we got earlier. Thanks for getting me neutered. I have reproductive issues, and then I may need help with my children. This person had a child. Then had, I don't know, I'm not going to try and figure it out. You figure it out. This is what we see mirrored in the cat Prince that we took in from the drug house, who was overdosed by the doctor who did the surgery and was having massive and painful withdrawals. It wasn't his fault. We took him in to be neutered, okay? They put him on drugs. They overdosed him. And then he began to have massive painful withdrawals. So I keep thinking about, I am the Pez dispenser. This is somebody who's helping somebody come down because a lot of times doctors will overprescribe people and they get addicted to painkillers, and then they have to wean their way off of them, okay? So this is all coming into play. So it wasn't his fault, this one that had this surgery. So because of that surgery and the problems, He ended up having the crystals in his urinary tract, which required, again, another surgery in order to save him from certain death. He was on his deathbed. The condition left him unable to urinate. The surgery changed his male anatomy to that of a female. This dog, Watson, must be carefully watched as he doesn't behave, and when no one is around, he's put in a cage to prevent him from destroying things. What's interesting is that this one dog of all three is favored over the others. The first dog, Loki, is usually alone, and the family says is not friendly to others and bites and growls at other dogs, but is my favorite of all. And I mean personally, my favorite, because I'm shown these 3 dogs. My daughter has these 3 dogs. Now, I will tell you, my daughter's name is Lacey. Her husband's name is Jacob. She has these 3 dogs. She has a little boy named Trey. Jacob is Trey's stepdaddy. I've told you that Trey always has been shown to me as my twin. So this is his mom and stepdad. His stepdad loves him. His mother's very strict, controlling, but she's a good mom. And what else can I tell you? She's the one who has these 3 dogs. She also rehabilitates chameleons and runs a rescue organization. She likes lizards. I mean, I don't know, chameleons. I don't know what else to tell you. There's that. Also, this is the one when, in my dream years ago, when somebody went to call me, the person named Lacey said, leave her alone, you're only going to hurt her. Besides, she's in love with, and named the narcissistic one on the horse. Okay? So the mother did this and stopped the person from contacting who I thought was me, and which I think it was. Okay, so then I heard he sold him out, and then I heard, again, don't take the money. So then I keep being woken up with these sentences. I heard, have you been connected to the pod festival? Makes me think of the moonflower seeds. They get the seeds from the pod, and those are the drugs the kids use because they're cheap, easy to get, and not illegal, and they get quick high off of them, but they're deadly. Okay, so this one who had to have the surgery was a teenager. Have you been connected to the pod festival? Were you the one that went in the pod festival? Is this what happened? That's the one who had to have the surgery. This is why this happened to him. What else? Is there anything else before I can let this all go? That's it. Thank you, God. That's it. So that's it. I'm not even going anymore because I don't even want to know. So as I said, the mother. Okay, so it was the mother that just came in, the spoiled princess, the demanding one. That's the one who keeps waking me up. And the other one who wants what she has. And remember, I said at what I've been shown, see the mother, see the son. There's one that's like the mother, and there's one that's like the father. The other one, the big one, the other roommate wants what this beautiful one has. And both of them are yowling. Both of them are driving me crazy. Both of them, I can't handle anymore. So if that means anything to anyone, there's your information. And I said, I don't want to have any drama in my readings. And the weird thing is, I don't even know what it's about, you know? And I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I've just been asked by Spirit to deliver the messages. And as I said, I absolutely, truthfully, honestly, would not have done this, would not have put it out, because I've been really concerned lately about speaking about things that, you know, that I've been shown when I don't know what it's regarding, because it can hurt someone. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be responsible for someone being hurt. But when I got from Spirit, and I'll share the message because it's on my phone, I haven't posted it yet, that it was vital, it was absolutely vital that this be shared. And then I started thinking about, as I said, Merlin, my dragonfish, who is in a toxic environment and is unable. I need to get the filter for him. I need to get the filter, the carbon filter, the activated carbon filter, which has reminded me to activate our chakras, and do something to change the water that he was in, because he was in such a toxic environment he couldn't do it himself. So it must mean that I have the information that this person needs, that was represented by the dragonfish. And I have to share it. And the fact that they were yowling at me was showing, and I was not allowed to go back to sleep, shows me that it was time sensitive and needed to be done right away. So There we go. All right, I am freaking done. And now at what, 7,000 hours later, look at this, 35 minutes in, for God's sake, we're gonna go to the Coyote. Now, the Coyote, now that we're speaking about all this shiz, a Coyote is a Mexican drug runner. A Coyote is, there's a lot of things about Coyotes. The Coyote is the trickster, right? Learn to laugh at yourself. Laugh at your mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. They have, and this Coyote has got JC as initials in their mouth. I keep thinking about diamonds on your teeth, you know? So the Coyote message, and have you chosen who you want? Coyote, the Leo, the Butterfly, the Buddha. I am absolutely going to pick these two for myself. I don't want anything to do with the Leo or the Trickster at this moment. I just don't. So I like my Happy Buddha. And I will tell you that I feel that the Coyote and the Happy Buddha are the same person for some reason. Okay, Snow White and Rose Red. At 35 minutes in, we're at Snow White and Rose Red. And yeah, this is probably going to be a long reading again. So this is the fairy tale stories. We have to do it like a story, okay? Now they call it sister love. Now maybe this is sisters or maybe this is brothers. Doesn't, you know, it's whatever it is. And when there's the cardinal. Remember the cardinal I saw yesterday? Wow. Cardinal stands for Arizona to me because it's the Arizona Cardinals. It also says remember your own nobility. It also is a bird that lives in cold weather country, so cold emotions. That bird lives there. And then there's this bird, which to me looks like a sparrow, a victory sparrow. This one is getting berries from her, and this one's sitting down here. So this one's getting berries from the one. Think about that. The seeds, seed pods. Interesting. Light hair and dark hair. Okay, now that may mean something. It does mean something. This is the light hair with the blue eyes. There's the dark hair with the brown eyes. We saw that in our dreams. Okay, so there's these two. Very, very fond of each other. So they were so close they held hands wherever they went. Will never leave each other, right? So these are like soulmates since childhood. Best friends. And the mother would say to them, whatever one has, she must share with the other. So they often ran around in the forest and they gathered these red berries. And none of the beasts did them any harm, but they would come close to them trustingly. They would eat. They would have a little rabbit. Now I saw the rabbit, and the one that had fertility issues and wanted help with the children. There was the rabbit, okay? They often ran around, and the rabbit would come and eat cabbage leaves out of their hands. The deer would gaze by their side, and the stag leapt merrily by them, and the birds still sat upon the branches and sang whatever they knew. So they were friends with all of these. But think about those specific animals. The deer, walk gently upon your path. Never mistake a gentle man for a weak man in yourself or another, or a weak person, doesn't have to be man. The stag is the noble stag, the knight of the forest. That's actually the acorn man. And the rabbit we saw was connected to the one with fertility issues and the one who wanted somebody else's project, or they wanted what they had because they wanted to be supported, okay? So they're eating out of the hands of these two. And clearly the noble stag is a noble one. Clearly and the deer, at this point, I feel the deer also represents walk gently upon your path, because you might be coming out of a very difficult situation and not quite sure where to set your feet, or you might be going into a situation where you're unsure, so you need to walk gently on your path. So the way I'm looking at these things, the deer and the stag are both noble. The two birds, well, the red cardinal says, remember your nobility, but not in a boastful way. Okay? And then the sparrow can be victorious. So they're all good as far as I'm concerned. So here they are in the forest. Nothing happens, right? They get along great. All the animals are hanging around them. You know, they're playing. They hang outside there. They hang out even into the nighttime, and they're not worried because no one's going to harm them. So they fall asleep upon the moss. I keep hearing the moss. Remember the moss? Moss landing. And the moss is the natural absorber that my dragonfish needed to filter out the negative for the toxic energy that's around his environment, okay? They fell asleep upon that moss. And they slept until morning. And their mom knew and wasn't worried about them, which reminds me of me as a kid. We used to stay out in the forest until God knows how, it was way past dark, and no one worried about us. We were so safe. And I always knew that I was safe because the animals have always been my friends. So I feel like this is someone connected to me. Okay, so this is about family. It could be sisterhood, brotherhood, someone that you felt is like family, and the love and the trust of people who have been raised well and they've been nurtured with love and care. And it's also a testament to nature, how loving nature is, and that you can trust nature, and that there was a trust between nature and these loving beings, right? They're at home in nature and they're protected by spirit. It's like me. When I go hiking, I always hike alone, in Sedona, wherever I go. And people are concerned with me. And I said, I have so many guardians. I see them everywhere. The elementals, I see them in the trees and the rocks and the mountains. And people would think I'm crazy. Those are rocks, those are trees, those are mountains. No, they're spirit guides. I see them. So they're enchanted. And that's what's going on here with these ones. They are protected. And an angel will stop them at one time from falling into this precipice, which is like a deep fissure, right? And they have a lot, they have a lot of good fortune. And one night they bring in this bear into their home. They let him warm himself by the fire, and he becomes their friend, this big bear. Of course, this is a fairy tale, and the bear isn't a regular bear, right? He's an enchanted prince. And the way that they have loved him and trusted him is rewarded in the friendship that he returns for them. So now he's their protector. So the reward is not just that their love breaks a curse and his bearskin falls away and he shows himself to be a prince. There is, of course, a marriage. And I'm getting chills all over my legs, and now I feel like crying and I don't know why. So this must mean something to somebody, and I hope that, wow, I can't stop this when this happens to me. See, this is what happens when you're a channel. So, okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I just saw the mockingjays, the pair. Remember the pair that were dancing in the air, and one went one direction and the other went in the other direction? They're together right now. And in front of me, I see an entire tree filled with yellow warblers. So I'm going to share the warbler message. There's just too much right now for me to stop. So when I spoke about the prince, the bear who was a prince, and I keep seeing the bear, I keep being shown that my liger sleeps with the bear. The roommate here, the one who's gentle and is protective of me and wants to stay next to me, he sleeps next to a bear. Okay, so when I spoke about the bear and how he showed himself to be a prince, and I've got a picture of this cat with blue eyes and dark hair, and you look at it and it's got a heart shape on its nose, and I said this one looks like half bear, half cat. So it's the same one. And right when I spoke of him, the two here comes again. The mockingjays came together as a pair. Fuck. I hate when this happens. Okay, so now he's a prince. And then there's a marriage and a happily ever after. It's the family circle of love and trust, and it creates friendship, joy, warmth, and protection for everyone who enters. The family, which could be quite bitter because they don't have much money. It's a very small, close-knit family filled with love. The ones who took in this bear. I always knew that. Somebody took him in. They have been taught to share everything, and they do. And that sharing greater goodness can be created. When this card comes to you, know that it's time to do good turns. I can barely see right now, sorry. My eyes are all covered and filled with tears, and now now my glasses have tear stains all over them. Wow, it's been a while since I've had all of this emotion in my readings. I was hoping not to deal with this again. Oh, I needed a vacation. Okay, so you're being taught that it's time to do something good, right? It's time to do a good turn. Appreciate all the little things that you have. They're all fortunes, small fortunes. Count the blessings that you have and know that whatever you have, it can grow and it can expand. It can grow bigger and deeper and richer and more lasting, right? Whatever attention we put upon what we appreciate grows, because from gratitude, we manifest. It's a manifesting tool, gratitude. So these ones are very loving. So therefore, they are loved by everyone, right? The ones that help everyone. So know at this time it's important to appreciate what you've been gifted. The love, the friendship, the family. And we've got this yesterday. Was it yesterday? Know the most important things. Family, friendship, and love. Those are that is what's most important, not the money. Since we seem to keep going back and forth between the money or love, and we must not take the money. Don't take the money. There's a song that kept playing too. Don't take the money. Over and over. And I said, why am I hearing this? So I started singing it out loud. Don't take the money. Somebody needed to know. Don't take the money. And I'm worried about it. I don't know why. Please don't take the money. There's something going to happen to you if you take the money. Okay? So recognize that the money is not the important thing. So, wow. Appreciate what you've been gifted with, the love, the friendships, the family, anyone that's been good to you, and find the gems in the dirt, which is the crystals of the earth, right? And every star in the darkness. Now I keep getting something about a star. It came up in my messages, in my dream. I think it was in that song, Psycho. It does. It says something about a star. And I spoke about something yesterday in one of the cards, and I said, notice the star. There's a message in my car. I have a star hanging from my rear view window mirror, and I have feathers in it, a blue jay feather, which says, speak your truth, don't bully, but don't allow yourselves to be bullied, and a feather of a duck, a guardian duck, my duck, a mallard, a beautiful mallard feather, and a dove. All three feathers are in this star. And remember the song, Jupiter, it came on yesterday, and I don't know if you guys saw this, it came on yesterday when I went to the grocery store. First came on Smooth by Rob Thomas, and I thought, oh, you can't get out of your car when that's playing, right? So I'm singing along, and then Drops of Jupiter came on. And in it, it said, did you fall for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar. And did you miss me when you were looking for yourself? Talks about your best friend who stands up for you even when they know you're wrong. This all has everything to do with it. The star. Make this your habit, and the rewards are going to be peaceful, joy, and contentment. So from those three things, more will come. Blessings will come when you focus on those things. It's the same thing about positive affirmations, right? You always focus on the good, even if you're going through something difficult. So the other aspects are, one of the sisters is dark, one is light. Both are good, but one is quick and vivacious, the other one is shy. They share everything. One marries the prince, the bear prince, the other his brother, and they love each other deeply. Now, marry means join, right? So, yes, it could represent marrying brothers, each one marrying the other's brother. But it also represents them becoming that. The one is the prince, and the one is the other. The bear prince is the one, and the other is the bear prince's brother. One is shy, or brother and sister. You look at brother and sister because we don't have to be talking about male and female. What we're talking about is their energy. One is shy and gentle. One is more outgoing, vivacious. I keep seeing the red hair though. One is blonde. So maybe they did. I don't know. I'm also thinking, however, that the shy one could meld into one, and one melds into the other, which represents the two. We're back down to two again. So it taught you, and that's exactly what the message to this is. So you can take it literally, but I saw it symbolically, and that's what Spirit is showing, that we must marry within us the dark and the light, not rejecting either, because we need both. We need to respect both, and we all have both. One may be shy, right, and gentle, and one might be really outgoing. I can't help but think of my twin and I. He is shy and he is quiet, and I am more outgoing, right? But we both have dark and light within us. We don't reject the other. One is a prince. Remember I told you 2 princes kneel before me. Well, in the dreams that I was shown last night, the drug person that comes into the house is one of those princes that has been coming after me, and I know that. I just didn't know who it was. This is the other prince. The shy prince. My phone just flashed. There's a reason for that. So what we're supposed to do is share the aspects of ourselves with the world. Both aspects, the light and the dark. You think about the best friend who stands up for you even then when they know you're wrong. Because that's what a best friend does. Right? Because we all do things wrong. Yes, you did it wrong. Yes, you made a mistake. But you're still my best friend. And I'm going to stand by you, right? This doesn't mean covering up when somebody has done something and not confess to it. When somebody is doing something evil, that's not allowed. That's not what Spirit wants. It's about forgiveness, even though somebody has done something, right? That's what it's about. So there's my phone flashing again, right when I said that. So also what might appear to frighten someone else will be for you an opportunity to do something good. And your generosity and your lack of fear and the solid bonds that you have with this loved one will give you the strength you need and the blessings, all the blessings you could wish for. And I've already been shown that for myself. You're going to have a choice to make. Your friends will probably tell you no. It's not a good choice. Don't go there. But I already know that I will go there. Just like for my best friend, even though I know he's done things that were wrong, I stand up for him because he's my best friend and I forgive him. So, as Spirit said to us, don't take the money. Go for the love. Someone's going to offer you money. Or it could be an idea, something that's valuable, that's shiny, and it looks really good, but it's not. This whole message is about family bonds. It's about, sibling love, sharing what little that you have. It's about being rewarded for your good deeds. It's about how when you do share what you have, it brings in more abundance to you. It's about sibling loyalty and love. And that refers to twins. Twins are also siblings. They are together and they are one. It talks about extending hospitality and the acts of generosity. It talks about seeing beyond the appearances, right? Because things don't always look as they appear. And it talks about being rewarded for having a very good heart. My head is pounding right now. I'm over that card. Thank you so much. God, I needed a drink of water. Okay, you're busting free. Well, that just broke loose. Well, that's funny. I heard that this morning. Where did I hear that? I haven't listened to the radio, except for that one song in the middle of the night. I heard, you're busting loose. Somebody actually offered somebody something and they turned it down. They said, no, they're busting loose. So somebody has probably, unless I'm getting it ahead of time, I don't know, but you are busting free. So you're not being held back. You're busting free. You're becoming, the truth of who you are. You're speaking your truth. You're whatever it means to you, you're busting free. How funny, I just said I need water. I need water. I just said that. I may need more water. That's emotion. I need my water changed more often. This is my dragonfish talking to me. This is the Derman Shepherd represents love, loyalty, and protective energy. Best friend. This is my dragonfish who lives at the beach. I need my water changed more often. I may be dehydrated emotionally. Is my water bowl empty? I need that. He's asking for love. He's asking for attention. That's why Liger was yowling this morning. I need that. Your animal is telling you, I need more water. I need my water changed more often, which is my dragonfish absolutely telling me that. I've got to do it every day right now. I may be feeling dehydrated. So then what else can you do for your pet if they're feeling dehydrated? I went through this whole thing with Lily when she was dehydrated. And I had to give her chia seeds in her food. I had to smash them up so that she could hold the water. So change your water bowl for your animal. Please don't just put water in your animal's water bowl. Clean it. Because it gets a bacteria that builds up in there that you may not realize, and it makes them sick. Same thing as humans. There's bacteria in your environment that needs to be cleared. Clear your energy shield. Often. You need to do this more often. I need to express myself. I need care. If this is water and I'm dehydrated and I need it changed because it's a toxic environment and I don't have any, I'm needing love. I'm needing love and care. This is someone caring for you. And this is mountain spring water. This dog needs to get off the beach and get to the mountain. I've said that before. Mountain spring water. Worthiness. Funny that this is the trickster. This is the one who has done something wrong and needs to learn to laugh at his mistakes. With the initials JC. And a crown. Because he's a prince. Wow. Worthiness. There's nothing that is too good to be true for someone as wonderful as you. Didn't we just get this? Know that you deserve the very best life. Life gives you everything you need to be happy. And there you are. The stars that I spoke about. The divine masculine and the stars on the full moon. The night of the full moon. Something happens on the night of the full moon. The pink. Self-love. The purple. Spiritual. These flowers, they drive me crazy. I know what that flower is, and I can never remember the name of it. And nobody else has gotten it right. I've asked a million people and they've never gotten it right. I used to have this flower. It's an annual. It only comes, it lasts 1 year and then it dies. It's an annual. You have to, so it doesn't come back again. So when this goes, it's like the death and the rebirth. Something beautiful is going to die and it will not come back again. Something beautiful that needs to die. It will not come back again. So a connection. It was beautiful, but it needs to go. It will not come back again. This is a perennial flower. This will come back every year. This is love. This is spirituality, however. So it's a type of spirituality that was negative, that needs to die. That's interesting. I'm getting a lot of messages. Milk. Liger was begging me for cheese last night. Begging me. Liger is the one that was yowling this morning. Yeah, look at this, yowling. This is Liger. Liger's the one that I won't give up to save my life. The one I love. The one who fought with Prince. The drug one that kept coming after me. He fought his energy. He wouldn't let him in here. Interesting. The one with the initials JC. Oh my God. Okay. He wanted milk. He wanted mother's milk. He needs to be nourished. He needs to be loved. Breast milk. Breast milk will give you the antivirus. Even if the mother is sick. Oh, I understand this. He needs Reiki. He needs Reiki because that's what, and Liger does too. Okay, because I can be sick, right? But I can still, I can be tired and run down, but I can still give Reiki to someone and it helps me too. It doesn't hurt me. But when the mother, if the mother is sick, it is not passed on to the baby when she's nursing, as long as she's nursing from her breast milk, from the mother's milk. That's also, this one won't pass anything negative to the one here that's asking for the milk, as long as she comes from a loving, nurturing place. She's not passing on negative. So this is a mother that does not pass on negative energy. She's giving loving, nourishing milk. Because remember when I said I was so dehydrated? And that's what we just got, the last one. I'm dehydrated, right? And I said I just want to stick my face in a bowl of milk because I felt dehydrated. Milk will take care of that. This all goes together for this. This is loud message. And you deserve this love. You deserve this. You deserve to be pampered. I love a clawfoot tub. I've always said, can I have a clawfoot tub in the cabin? Love those. You deserve rest. You deserve peace. You deserve alone time. You need alone time to recharge. It's important for this one to have alone time to recharge. And I understand that because I need that too. So that's why this one is cared for by this one. She understands what he requires, what he needs, because she requires the same thing. Whereas others wouldn't understand that. This other one, this other beautiful one that is also spiritual, doesn't understand how to give that kind of love. So many messages. So, wow. I'm just going to stop at that because that's just a lot. It's just a lot. For you guys, I mean, that's just what I'm being told. So at, 59 minutes and 39 seconds in, we go to the lion. Oh my God, this is going to be the longest reading on the planet. Oh, Lord. And another difficult card. We got the Vampire. Okay, the Leo is the Vampire. Just straight up. That's just a side message that the Leo is a vampire. Okay? Vampiric energy, drains from your energy, wants your energy, is very beautiful, is lazy, has people minister to them, basically thinks everyone owes them, you know, thinks that they are they're very prideful. I'm talking in the negative because this is what I'm hearing. This is the ego. This is the bragger. This is the one who wants your project, who wants because he doesn't have one for himself, or she. This is the one who wants you to pay for them. So this could represent a male and a female. This one wants your money. This one wants what you can give them. This one wants you to take care of their child that is not yours, that belongs to your brother. This one considers themselves royalty. They're in the royal line. This is Lily. This is Lily. Princess Tiger Lily. This is the mother. No, because remember I said I thought that the listen to me stutter. Why am I stuttering? I don't stutter. When I said the tiger, I thought was a female until I saw that it was a male that was actually mothering. So this would be the female who acts like the lion pride. That's interesting, a proud lion. Okay, so in the positive, if you're an upright Leo, you're noble, you're regal, you're beautiful, you are, I can't think of anything about I mean, clearly you're somebody to be, you don't want to mess with a Leo. You come from royal blood. I can't even think of the positive traits for Leo right now. Isn't that weird? Wow. Okay. Wow, there's a reason I said all the negative. Wow. And I told you this is how I've been feeling myself, right? Prey, stalked, invaded, watched. Now here's death leaning upon this one. Death wanting your everything you have, taking your energy. It's the first thing that comes to me is energy. You are their prey. You are the prey of this lion. Wow. So when you're hunted, you are, and you're with people, you're being hunted, you are often unable to realize or identify what's going on. Because this goes on for quite a while before we figure it out. There's a veneer. You know, the benevolent, remember, don't pay attention to the shiny benevolent facade. Someone's going to promise you something. It's the narcissistic fairy, remember? This is the one. They give you, why do I keep stuttering? They give you like a civil outside, right? A cover-up. And it helps them appear kinder than they actually are. So some people are hunters, which makes other people their prey. And basically, at our time, there's a theory that those that are harmed or hurt have somehow drawn that to themselves, right? Like it's like, well, that's your karma. And that's not true. That is not true. If something happens bad to you, that doesn't mean that you did something to bring that upon you. That is not always the case. Sometimes bad things happen to teach us lessons, to teach us who is someone that is preying on us, who we need to stay away from. We need to be taught that because we are not able to see through their shiny benevolent facade. We may see this beautiful one, not realizing that this is someone preying on you for what you have. Okay? This is somebody who, what's the word? This is a con artist. This is, what is the word? There's a word that's coming out. Scam artist, con artist. You're on the take, basically. They work as a team, tag team you, to bring you down, which is like a pack of wild coyotes, right? Wild dogs. So the hunters don't want to hear that message, right? They don't want to hear it when we say, no, they didn't bring this upon themselves. They didn't. There are times when we do, when we do things, like when this hunter does things, this one will enact karma upon themselves. But it won't probably be from that person, and it won't be the same type of thing that happens to this person. That's not how karma works. Karma comes after you, and you have to pay it. And it happens in a way that's going to be difficult for you because it teaches you a lesson. It's karma. Okay? So the reason the hunter doesn't like it is because they say, well, they offered themselves to me. Now think about the sweet, gentle, shy, Indian, spiritual one who had all the money that we were talking about, right? And how the girl came to him, or the feminine one. I don't know if it's a girl. It doesn't have to be a girl. It could be just a man that represents somebody who is needy and wants to live off of you, right? She came to me. I had thick dollars in my hands. She came to me and asked me, and I couldn't say no. Everyone knows that about you because you're an empath, and you're generous, and you're good, and you're kind, and you're innocent, and you give. You have a hard time saying no to people. And so they will say, no, he gave that to me. Yeah, but you worked him. You manipulated him or her. Because that's what's been going on. Stalked, invaded, watched. What they do is they groom you. What's really awful is a parent, a narcissistic parent, will groom a child from birth to be their little servant. And they want to be worshipped. They want to be worshipped. This one wants to be worshipped. They love attention. They crave attention. And they feel that you owe them a living and you must take care of them. So the fact that you have given up to them, Spirit is now telling you, and we have been telling you, don't take the money. So somebody might come. See, now the money, as I said, it's the money, or it's something shiny or pretty. It's something that you want. It's something that looks, something that you would have wanted. It's irresistible to you. It doesn't have to be money. Money represents self-worth. It represents something that's worthy of attention, right? So if you have this beautiful, shiny one that comes up to you and offers themselves to you, don't take the money. That's why I started to cry, and it was so personal to me, because I was saying to the trickster that was being taken advantage of, please don't take the money. Don't take what they're offering you. They're going to hurt you. It's not what you think. And that's what's going on. So they come to you and they offer you maybe a sweet deal, or they offer you their body, they offer you whatever it was. I just knew, don't take it. It's tainted. You don't want it. And so this one that comes forward to hand you this at this time, they see you as their prey, and they do see themselves as the hunter. And the more that they can manipulate you or persuade you to believe that you really want to do this for them. No, you really want to care for me, because look, I'm so sweet and I'm not well and I can't do this for myself. This is like me with these two cats, right? I babied them, and in my head I heard the other night, this is a spoiled cat. That's a spoiled cat. That's what it is. This one is spoiled. They are used to everybody giving to them. It's probably a trust fund baby. And that's what they want. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They want what you have. They want what they can get from you. They want how they look when they're with you. It has nothing to do with you personally, which is something that we don't see because we love these people. We love these ones. This could be family. This could be best friends since childhood. This could be, who knows, cousins. They're not well. They're sick. Remember, we've talked about professional sick people. They know how to do this. They know how to work you. And then it gets to the place where you're overwhelmed. Remember, I said I shut them both out. It's time. And I said that it's time now. You need to stop this. Spirit's been telling us it's time to stop, because they will bleed you dry. They have been groomed to hurt you. And you have been groomed to be hurt. And that's really sad, because to me it shows that you're a parent that's doing this to your own child. You've groomed this child, and you have hurt this child, and you know that, and you don't care. It's the one that's the closest to you that's going to take what is most precious to you. The one that you think is your best friend. Don't agree that you were the one that called this in, because you didn't. And the victimization that they are speaking about has not been brought by you. There is no contract. Oh, wow, contract. That means that this needs to play out. Remember I said you need to write an escape clause in that contract? God. And if you feel that this is wrong and what's going on, you need to speak up and you need to speak out. That's what the mockingjays out there were dancing around in the air. Remember I told you the mallard that's protecting me had a blue jay feather there as well that talked about speak your truth, don't bully, but don't allow yourself to be bullied. And then there was a dove of peace, right? All together inside that star that I carry. So this being hunted by this one or being preyed on by these ones, it's not something that you need to take responsibility for. And you don't need to allow this to continue. Spirit wants you out. You need to change the script in this hunter's head. Right? You basically just don't need to play the game. I don't play games. Don't play a game with me. I'm not interested in games. And now that this has been shown to you, hopefully you recognize the game. So if you have, you're able to take a stand, and you're strong, and you're clever, and you're powerful. Because right now it's time to stand up to a bully, or one, or two. Remember the 3 that you needed to cut out of your life? Yeah. They want to blame you for their own bad behavior. You didn't attract the circumstances that you're in right now. You've got a lot more power than they do, and that's why they want what you have. They want what you have. That's why Spirit said, don't share what you have. You're the one that has what they need. You don't need them. You need to go at it alone. And the curse, if you're not listening to this message, is that there are lies and manipulation taking place that are causing you to accept the circumstances that you're in. And you're the one that can change it. You're the one that needs to say no clearly, that it's not the right time and it's not me. And I got a message yesterday that somebody came to someone and offered them and they turned it away. It was in Orange County. So I don't know who's doing it, and I hope maybe it's already been done and this is just confirmation. If so, I don't know why I would be told this would be coming out now. So I must be seeing it ahead of time. Maybe don't even go. Don't go to the meeting. Remember the party that you're invited to, the pity party? You don't want to go. The guilt trip? You don't want to go. Don't go to the guilt trip that you're about to be invited on, because this is what's there waiting for you. Unless you're going to go and speak your truth. I need new tags. Every time I see this, I don't belong to them anymore. I no longer belong to them. My tags are on the ground. I am free. Thanks for getting me chipped or giving me new tags. Thanks for seeing me as in a different light. Thanks for keeping an eye on me. Please don't brand me. It hurts. Don't do what these ones have done to me. Are you still trying to figure out whether I'm a male or female? Because have you been masquerading as both? Right? Now, if you have a pet, they're saying the same thing. If you have an animal that goes outside, if you have a cat or a dog, get them chipped so that they're found if they get lost. Get them tags that have their name and their phone number on them so they're able to be found. Animals, yeah. Branding horses, cutting the tails off of calves, barrel roping baby calves. Yeah, that's real fun. That's a sexy thing for a woman to do. You know, roping little calves and torturing them. That's disgusting. You think that doesn't hurt them? Please don't do that. It hurts me. Don't rope me in. That female was roping and binding someone's legs, unable to make them move forward. Oh my God. I see this one now. I see this one. She has the child. That does not belong to the person that she says it belongs to. That's it. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Patience. Well, relax. Patience is required at this time. Everything is here for you, waiting to be received. How interesting. And yet patience at the same time. Everything is here for you, waiting to be received. I'm being patient. Here I am. I'm being patient. I am resting on a spiritual pillow of purple and a big pillow full of love and healing and hearts, passion, healing, love, and spirituality all resides. And look, there's orange, and I can take care of myself. I like this. I like this because this one is not asking to be taken care of. This one can take care of themselves. This one has love and healing, is connected spiritually, has wisdom, connected to their third eye, is clearly a hippie. Ha ha! I like this. And is patiently waiting. Everything is here for you, waiting to be received. I like that. Hold on. Ooh, which makes me think. Okay. This is what I'm getting. That this one, the spoiled one, the one that that ropes. That's funny because I wasn't going to say that. Well, I'll say it now. That ropes calves, or tied bound your feet. There's similarities between these two. What are the similarities? I don't know what they are, except for there's a huge difference between the two. This one is spiritual, filled with love and healing, and can do it themselves. They don't need you. Look at the color of the pants. Solar plexus, I am worthy. I am capable. And it goes to kind of an orangey color. She's wearing an orange bra. That's a sexual, sacred sexual bliss is what I got because of the clouds, but I'm thinking the seed of sexual and creative energy. This one creates their own. They don't need you to create. That's what I said to his brother. I don't love him because I need him. I need him because I love him. Whereas this one only wanted him, wow, because she wanted what he had. Wow. Okay. So, for everybody else, I'm just getting messages and I'm just saying them. Geez. There's berries here. I like that. I like that. It looks really cool when people put, I do that. Cut branches like off of trees that have little berries and put them in a vase. Isn't that pretty? But the berries. This is the one that had the berries in the forest. Remember? That fed the bear. Took care of the bear. That was the prince. That was the gentle one. That represented Liger. She has the berries. She's the one who loves him and cares for him and doesn't need him for what he has. She creates what she has herself. How interesting. Don't force the conclusion of the story. Don't try to skip steps. Instead, allow your life to come into focus one frame at a time. Everything happens at the perfect time. Isn't it funny how things are all coming into focus? So when you're looking at all the things that I just said and the stories that we just had, you need to be somebody who is self-creating. We all have the ability. You can do this by remembering that you are worthy. You are capable. You can do anything you set your mind to. You don't rest upon your pillows and expect others to take care of you. You take care of yourself. God helps those who help themselves. You rest on you and you send out love. You connect to your spirituality. Use the pearls of wisdom that you've learned. Pay attention to your intuition. You bring your daydreams into reality. Look at all the healing that surrounds you. And you're grounded. Look at the wood. Antique table. Old school. Wow. I like this person because I don't ever lean on someone else to take care of me. Never have. People have always taken from me. So at 1 hour and 17 minutes, and I think that's funny actually. We go to the next one. I was always, in my relationships, I was the one that had the money. And whenever I would leave the relationship, I lost everything. I did, every time. They got the house, they got everything. I was the one with the loan. Got stuck paying the big bill. Isn't that interesting? Seems like I have paired up energetically with the same person. That's why Spirit is going to give us everything we deserve. And this is the butterfly. Actually, it's not. I called it the butterfly. This is the dragonfly. Welcome, friends. Yay! Hold on to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. See past the illusion. Things aren't always as they seem. Know how to fly above your emotional waters and connect to your spiritual realm. You are someone who does have a connection between the spiritual and the physical, as the dragonfly does. It's my totem. Oh! Yay! Knight of Water. So this is the Prince, or the Knight of Cups. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. And look at him charging forward on his sea puppy, the dolphin. The dolphin who is the best friend of the surfers, the ones who take care of people, who cares for others, who rescues people. And there's another dolphin. Let me see, are there two? There's definitely one other dolphin up front. Trying to see what the one to the right of that is. Another, I would believe it. I would believe it to be another dolphin, but I can't quite make it out. It might be a manatee, but a manatee is not in the ocean, although We're not saying this is the ocean. Well, dolphins are in the ocean. So are manatees in the ocean? Because what I'm looking at is there's something that goes out at this end and it goes at this end and then it goes out at this end. It's like it's an odd shape. So there's 2 dolphins here. There's a pair. And then he's riding the dolphin. There's 3 down here. Okay, so I'm getting another message. These 3, he's out of the water, out of his emotional waters. These 3 are in their emotional waters. I still feel that these are the 3 that are left. And look, he comes forward with the cup, the Knight of Cups. He's offering his golden chalice. So this is about falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance your emotions, and being invited to some type of a social event. You may be invited to a wedding. You may be invited to a party. You may be asked out on a date. This is somebody coming forward, and he's coming quickly. And look, he's got that awesome sword that we saw, the sword of truth. So he's an emotional person, but I think he's going to come forward and speak his truth. That's awesome. That's what Spirit's been asking for us to do. And he's out of his emotional waters. He is successfully surfing his emotional waters with the aid of his best friend, the sea puppy, because the dog represents best friend, loyalty, love, and friendship. I like that. Now, his blonde hair, that represents being noticed, being noble. And it is something else as far as spirituality, too. It's a higher spirituality. In the negative, the blonde hair represents a bimbo or bragger or wanting attention, like that Leo wanted the attention. And you know what? This may not be a Leo. I just got that. This may not be a Leo. Because I'm not a Leo, and I am the lion. I'm half lion. My cat is lion and tiger, and I am the lion and I am the tiger. So this one is holding the qualities of that, but is not necessarily a Leo. It's interesting. So what I'm getting also, I'm sorry I had to go back. There is one that is a Leo that has these qualities, and then there is another that has the same qualities as that Leo, but is not a Leo. That's what I'm getting. Okay, sorry. That just came out. So clearly what's going on with this situation is the waters are chopped up, right? So this is an emotional situation. And this guy is surfing it could be that this Knight of Water, this emotional, enthusiastic, contemplative, this is someone who's deep in thought. This is a deep person. This is someone who has his best friend with him. He carries the sword of truth. This is a good person. This is somebody who is able to surf his emotional waters, or he might right now be in deep emotional waters and has the aid of his best friend to help him surf, but he is successfully doing it. His head is out of water. It is no longer underwater. Remember the song, My Head is Underwater, but I'm Breathing Fine? Not anymore. His head is above water. They're under the water. So it might be that they're going to have to balance their emotions. They may be outbursts. They may be, who knows what's going on with it. These people don't have control of their emotions. This one is learning to harness his emotions. He's reining his emotions in. Or maybe the need to rein your emotions in and speak your truth. Trust that you have your best friend, because look, he's come to your aid. That sea puppy saved you from the emotional waters, carries you through that choppy water. So whatever's going on in your life, it's emotional. And that's probably why the person, it was time sensitive, and maybe they shouldn't go to Orange County to the guilt trip that they're about to be invited on. Because it's going to be very emotional, and these ones are not doing well. Unless you're strong enough to go and speak your truth. Maybe you are. Maybe you've chosen to go and you're going to speak your truth. You know how to rein it in. So then I'm getting rein in your temper. Don't lose your temper. Stay cool. Stay calm. Look at the colors. The colors are speaking of truth, but they're also speaking of sadness, depression, and the water's all choppy. So keep it cool. If you can go in and remain calm, remember who you are, keep your head out of the emotional waters, keep it logical, speak your truth, then you'll be fine. Because the other ones aren't capable, is what they're showing me. Again, it might be a social opportunity. Remember, you were going to be offered something. And in this case, maybe you're going to be offering something because you're coming forward. But you also would have been offered something. And we already know right now that there is an offer that you're not to take. So when we speak about this person, if we were to describe this person, the Knight of Water, anyone can take on this energy of the Knight of Water, by the way. It doesn't have to be a man. This is an emotional person, but extremely emotional. This is somebody who is driven by the love of romance. They have a romantic heart, art, beauty. This is a charming person, contemplative as they show, which means a deep thinker, right? Still waters run deep. Idealistic, very sensitive, imaginative, enthusiastic, refined. So refined, this is a gentleman, this is a dignified person, and this person is moody. So they can have mood swings, which is the color, blue. They need to balance their emotions. You're going to need to balance on that. It's like, you're riding on a chariot here. You need to hold the reins carefully, not pull back too much and not let loose too much, which means your temper. And also as far as expressing yourself. Don't hold your emotions in completely. Don't completely allow them to go all over the place. Temper your emotions, right? That's why the need to balance at this time. I chose this for me too. And I am in a Pisces moon. So I'm not going to go to somebody on a horse but somebody might be coming to me. That'd be cool. If they're this person, I would like that. Okay, 2. It takes 2. 2 days, 2 hours, 2 weeks. I asked if it could be 2 months, but I'm hearing no. 2 days, 2 hours, 2 weeks. 2. Urgency. I may need care. I sense something is going to happen. Okay. That's what's going on here. So this one with his best friend. Remember, did you fall for a shooting star, one without a permanent scar? And did you miss me when you were out there finding yourself? Your best friend, always sticking up for you, even when they know you're wrong. This one needs care. There's something that's reaching a state of urgency. They already know. The waters, they're surfing the big wave. I remember the dream that I got, 4 years ago. I was running on the beach, and my twin was in front of me. And a great wave was building behind us. And I was running. I was trying very hard to keep up to my twin, but I couldn't. I kept stumbling. I kept falling in the sand. My feet kept going into the sand. And I thought, I don't know who it was, if it was me or if it was my other twin, because I'm usually dreaming as someone else, but the twin in front turned around and saw that I was struggling and came back for me and picked me up and carried me, even though it weighed them down. I think I'm carrying my twin. It weighed me down, but they weren't going to leave their best friend. That's the dolphin. And the wave came as we ran, but we couldn't outrun the wave. So there's a great wave of emotion coming with these two. Something is happening soon. It's reaching a stage of urgency. Now, it doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive, right? I can't hold this in anymore. Something's going to happen soon. When the wave came, it was a great wave. The emotion was huge. It lifted us higher and higher. At the same time, there was a fire that was taking place in the valley, and it was burning through the valley. Even the water was on fire. So words were on fire. And 3 people died. And I went to the funeral. And I sat there, and they were all mourning the loss of these 3. But no one said anything about the brother that was lost at sea. And I said to them, what about your son, your brother, who died at the beach? Why aren't you mourning his loss? But they were so concerned. These 3 were so concerned with themselves. Those were the 3 that died. Those are the 3 that this one cuts off. And it's reached that urgent state. Something is going to happen soon. Okay, so as far as your pet is concerned, you need to be very watchful of this. I may need care. Something is going to happen soon. Get me to a veterinary. Now, this is a moray eel. A moray eel, they hide in the rocks. You put your hand in there and they'll take your hand off. They're sneaky, right? They come out. They're very, very dangerous. You don't see them coming. But there's also a really positive song to this. Amore means love. So I see this as a very positive message. Amore, that's a moray eel. Amore is love. It's building. The wave is building. It's a positive energy that's building up. They may have left these three behind that were consumed with themselves, fire coming out of their mouths, but the love was great between these two. Between these two. And one does need care. But care is love, right? Get me to a veterinarian. Now, if you were an animal, a dog, best friend, love, loyalty, friendship, unconditional love, a veterinarian is someone who helps you, who cares for you when you're not feeling well, when you're overwhelmed, when you're tired, when you're hurting, when you don't have the love from a proper mother, when you don't have the proper milk, right? So this could just be, I've reached a stage in my life where I realize that I need that love in my life, and it's urgent. I need it now. 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks. And that's the end of that message. At 1 hour and 31 minutes in, we go to the Happy Buddha with the broken foot. Just causes him a difficult time to move forward. And he's got a crack in his head. It makes me think of the two princes. I have two princes that kneel before me. One, he's got diamonds in his pocket. This one wants to buy you rockets. He ain't in his right head right now. And then me. If you want to buy me flowers, if you want to talk for hours, so that other one is the one that wants you to do everything for them. Choose him, your father will condone you. Choose me, your father will condemn you. That one has no family tree. This one seems to have a family tree. But this Happy Buddha wasn't able to move forward, had problems with his feet moving forward, and needed his thinking straightened out. And his arm, there's a crack in his arm from giving so much. And look, he's starting to wear away. This is the one that needs care. So did I say 1 hour and 30 minutes in? We have the Crystal Oracle. Stichtite in Serpentine. Now this is really interesting because now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Do you know that song? Stitches. It says, now that I'm without your kisses. This Buddha, it's got paint. Is it painter? I thought that I'd been hurt before, but no one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words cut deeper than a knife. Now I need someone to bring me back to life. I've got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover. Move on. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. I'm shaking, falling to my knees. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. I'm tripping over myself. Aching, begging you to come help. And now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Just like a moth drawn to a flame. You lured me in. I couldn't sense the pain. Your bitter heart, cold to the touch. Now I'm going to reap what I sow. I'm left seeing red on my own. Anger? Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover. Move on. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. I'm shaking, falling to my knees. I'll be needing stitches. Needle and the thread. Gotta get you out of my head. Needle and the thread. Gonna wind up dead. Needle and the thread. Get you out of my head. I'm gonna wind up dead. You watch me bleed. And now that I'm without your stitches, I'll be needing kisses. I'll be needing stitches. Now, this also represents heroin. Because that's what they do. The needle. They tie their arm up and then they give themselves a needle. And I saw last night a needle coming towards me. This one needs 424. Is that what it was? That hydrocortisone? That one that needed that to help them come down off of something because they had been overdosed by something. Now think about this in symbolic terms. I overdosed on you. and you drugged me, you poisoned me. I need to get you out of my head, go. So this is the offer that was coming back from this one to this one. Move on. Move on, they're telling you, move on. So I did see someone going and be rejecting someone, but I don't know if it's happened yet because this is all right here. And Serpentine is the snake. These two work together. Remember the tag team that brings down the Coyote, the Trickster. Stichtite in Serpentine. Remember the one, don't tread on me. That one's going to bite you. So, is this the same person? Or do they work as a team, these two? The spoiled one. Interesting. So, on a positive note, we see truth and we see healing and love in the colors of the crystal. We see, it looks like a waxy substance, doesn't it? And I know that when I say things, they're said for a reason. Wax, waxy substance. I got that earlier. Something about tar, waxy substance. Anyway, this is about fear and negative thoughts that are preventing you from enjoying the life that you're meant to enjoy. They're blocking your creativity, and you may be feeling like life is just blah, it's just not good. Remember, this one's got to fix his thinking, right? This is the one who has the creative ideas that these other ones want them to actually have told this person that he needs them to give them the creative idea. He needs them to get it to work, but he's the one that has the, he's the one that's got, he's got it, it's his. He needs his thinking readjusted right now. And he's got fear. And for some reason, he doesn't recognize that he's the one that's able to manifest everything without them. And you are being told this. You can change the situation by consciously choosing, just like we do our positive affirmations, love, and then trust the universe instead of fearing it. It's on your side. Don't listen to the ones who have been telling you that whatever's happened that's bad has been your fault. You've brought it upon you. It's karma. That you need someone in order for this to happen. No, wrong, negative. This is a very, very loud reading. So they want you to be the happy Buddha again and sit in your quiet meditative space, because you can. When you can go deep. I have to go into my dreams to achieve what you can do in meditation. You have that gift. So go in there and connect with the universe and connect with the healing power of love. And imagine all of that healing energy, this love and that healing, swirling in and around you. Visualize all those colors. Visualize the whole rainbow, because the rainbow is what comes after a storm, and that's what Spirit's promising. You need to understand that this is here for you. You are the one you are the gifted one. You are the gifted one that has been groomed. All along, the reason that they want you to believe that you can't do without them is because they're so afraid that they are going to have to do something if you leave. Oh my God, I'm going to have to work if you don't do it? Yeah. They're worried that you're going to realize that you're the one that has the power and the creativity. You are the gift. So you need to see that, and you will see that if you are connecting to your highest self. There's nothing wrong with you mentally. You are capable of moving forward. You've got everything in your hands, everything you need, and Spirit's showing you. You've got backup. They've shown you who to cut away. They've shown you not to blame yourself. You have been a victim, but you no longer have to be the victim. Don't sit there in a victim mentality. All those beautiful rainbow colors are supposed to be going through your mind, through your heart, infusing your thoughts with Spirit's light, ethereal light, eternal light, limitless, abundant light. And keep doing this. Keep doing this practice every day, because this is how you're going to transform your negative thinking back into positive thinking. You don't have anything to fear. You are surrounded by love. Remember yesterday, take the time to feel the love that surrounds you. It's here for you now. It's patiently waiting for you to just accept it. That's what you need to do. This is about, you know what's wrong with your head? He ain't in his right head right now. You know what that means? You have negative self-talk going on because of your toxic environment. Your thinking is not right because you are seeing something wrong with you. You're not seeing all the good. You've listened to what you've been told because they worked you well. They worked you well. And that probably will piss you off to realize that. You don't want to maybe believe that, but you were. You were worked. You were groomed. You were used. You were their victim. You didn't know because you were good and kind and happy and generous and giving, and you thought you were helping them. All along, you thought you were helping them, but all you were really doing was enabling them to continue to be spoiled and lazy and narcissistic. So right now, Spirit wants you to clear your energy centers and detoxify your thoughts. Remember, for my dragonfish, I needed to go get him a charcoal activated carbon filter, or he would die. He literally would die because it's killing your soul. You need to activate your energy centers. That is your carbon filter to filter out the toxicity that you have absorbed, that's eaten away so that you couldn't move forward, that's literally cracked your head open so that you can't even connect with your higher self. You're not able to hold positive thoughts. They keep leaking out and fear keeps getting in because your auric field is cracked from overgiving to the point where it's worn you down. Like I said when we started this reading, your arm's about ready to crack off. I said, I can't do this anymore. This needs to stop. They're on me. You're giving. They're needy. You are not in charge of the universe. You clearly need to take care of yourself. You need love. Just because you need care, you're worn down. You haven't been thinking properly. But you are the one with all of the gifts. You got the world in your hands. Look at the world in your hands. Oh, wow. If that isn't loud, that's you. You who says that you have a checkered past. You're so hard on yourself. Trying to drag these ones out from underneath of all their baggage, and Spirit says, let it go. Release them. That one's got way too much baggage. Release. You're freaking killing yourself. There is not an equal give and take in this relationship. Whatever the circumstance is, Spirit wants you to release it. How do you feel in this relationship? If you're not supported in a positive way, then with gratitude and compassion, let it go. Create space for true love to enter. You are not loved. You are dragging around all of their shit. This spoiled, pampered princess. And their partner, whoever the hell that other one was. There's 3 in your life, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 piles of suitcase. 2 connected to the heart, 2 connected to the earth. These 2 belong together. These 2 belong together. They need to get a handle on it. They need to get a handle on it. This one needs to get a handle on it. This one's dragging around all their shit. Whoever this is, if this is all their shit, this is the same person carrying all that crap. What do you have in those boxes? Those trunks? What do you have in those suitcases? This person needs love. This person needs to love themselves. You can't do it for them. It's not your responsibility. They make you feel that you've got a checkered past and you owe them because of that. No, you don't. Spirit says, let them go. You may feel that that's not, I'm not a good person. And look at the way this is shown as a female. That's the loving, giving, generous, nurturing energy. That's what you've been doing to the point where it's worn you down. And you can't hold a positive thought. Even though you hold the world in your hands. You may have everything, but you have nothing because you're dragging around all of this that doesn't belong to you. It's so sad. This one that you need to get out of your head, the one that you says you need to go. You need to stop calling this one your lover. Baby. Who's called baby? I keep begging you to come help me. Baby, please. But But you know what this reminds me of? The song I got. He took a bullet for his brother. And then this one calls me baby. And he said Band-Aids don't cure bullet holes. How does that go? Hold on a second. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. And I'm thinking about how, you know, blood is thicker than water. So this is a relative. Because baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be mad love. So take a look at what you've done. Because baby, now we've got bad blood. We've got problems and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut. You made a really deep cut. I took a bullet for my brother. So you did. But when you called your brother, where was your brother? I was thinking you could be trusted. Did you have to ruin what was shining? And now it's all rust. Something for you that was shining. It was ruined. It's rusted. Did you have to hit me where I'm weak? Baby, I couldn't breathe. I rubbed it in so deep. Salt in the wound like you're laughing at me. So sad to think about the good times, you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. It used to be mad love. Now we've got bad blood. We've got problems and we can't solve them. Did you think that we'd be fine? I still have scars on my back from your knife. Wow. Yesterday I posted a picture of someone, and it was about that. It said, what is it? Funny. I'm so led to do. See, and I don't have anybody right now that I feel is stabbing. Well, that I do, but I don't know who they are. But I was told to post this. Clearly for someone else. Where is it? Here it is. Of course I'm behind you 100%. Why would you think otherwise? As he's stabbing you in the back with his own hand. Someone who, see, that's the offer. That's the one. I'm behind you. That's the one. I'm going to support you. No, they're not. They're stabbing you in the back. They're talking shit on you. Remember that one that was talking shit on everyone? Preached from the pulpit, but was talking shit behind everyone else's back? That's the one you're releasing. Wow. Someone that you tried to help. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You remember? He stands on the pulpit and sings a great song, but he lies. You say sorry just for show. It's the shiny, benevolent facade. Don't fall for the shiny, benevolent facade. You live like that. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. You live with ghosts. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you live with ghosts. If you love like that, blood runs cold. Remember the blood? Blood, Mama says blood is thicker than water. If you love like that, blood runs bad. Blood runs cold. Because baby, now we've got bad blood. Used to be mad love. Take a look at what you've done, because now we've got bad blood. We've got problems, and I don't think we can solve them because we've got bad blood. It used to be mad love. Take a look at what you've done. Take a look at what you've done. Now we've got bad blood. Wow, we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and now we've got bad blood. Makes me think of when people, because many of us do take all of the messages together, right? Where is it? Urgent. I need care. Get me to a doctor. I need mother's love. This one was supposed to be your friend. This one you stood up for. This one you cared for. But when you called for them, they weren't there. They were talking shit behind your back. Drop that one. Wow. And allow the real love to enter, because you're clearly not supported by this relationship in a positive way. Celebration. Okay, this, whenever I see this, when I read for people, and this card, because I use these cards for readings, when I read for this message, the first two things that come to mind, because clearly we are going to a special event. I don't like dressing up. I'm too hot in this costume. I'm apprehensive about the noise. So yes, when people are saying, is he going to call me, or are we going to connect? Yes, but he's nervous about it, right? That's the first thing. The next thing is somebody's manipulating this, making this dog dance, right? Making you dance. Who's your daddy? Who's your doggy? They treat you like a dog. They make you dance to their own beat. It's not yours. They're the ones with the checkered past. Check it out. They're the ones with the checkered past, and they are making you dance. So you're going with this person to something. Maybe this is the meeting. They call it a celebration, but you don't. I don't like dressing up, which means putting on a costume. I don't want to be behind a costume. This isn't who I am. You forced me to be this. I have to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm apprehensive about this. I'm too hot in this costume. I'm uncomfortable. Makes me angry. Look at the color red. Who's your doggy? This one's got red nail polish. Normally the message is, who's your daddy? But it isn't that in this situation. It's, who's your doggy? You are owned by this one. And they make you dance and dress up and present yourself as somebody that you're not. But this is in a box of blue, which is speaking your truth, but it's probably made you very sad and depressed. There's love inside this box. That's the love that you need to see surrounding you. Surround yourself in love. Speak your truth. And in that case, maybe you are going to go to a celebration and you are nervous. You're uncomfortable, you're nervous. So then, if this is an event that somebody is going to, like maybe there's a wedding taking place, right? And people are not, this somebody, or maybe there's a lot of people that are going to be at some kind of a religious, I don't know, what are the holidays right now? July 4th is coming. So maybe there's a family event and you got to be there and you are not wanting to go because you know people are talking shit behind your back, that they can't be trusted, that they're taking from you. They're not your friends. They make you dress up and pretend to be something that you're not and dance to their beat. You don't want to do this. Interesting. I want to see what Spirit tells you to do then. Take action. Don't go to that event. Speak your truth and say, I'm going to love yourself. Speak your truth and say, I'm not going. Now, in the positive, as I said, is he going to call or are we going to go out on a date? Yes, because it's you and him. We are going. And there is love. There is passion. They're uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. So if they're going somewhere with you and it's a celebration, I don't take this as a positive. I just don't. Are they coming? Yes, they're coming, but they're not happy about it. They don't like it. Now, if you just want to take it, we're going to a special event, celebration, I still don't see him very happy, right? So it is a special event. It's either a holiday or a wedding or divorce court, or maybe you're going to a trial. I don't know where you're going, but you're not liking it and you don't want to go. And Spirit's wanting you to take action. There's no other way I can read it. I can't see that in a positive light. Not when somebody's calling you their doggy. Who's your doggy? That means that somebody else is, they own you. That just sucks. It's not cool. No, this is who has you in stitches. Look, they've stitched you up in this costume, right? This serpent, the one that says, don't tread on me because I'm going to bite. The one that calls himself Sir Hiss. The Empress. The entitled one that calls himself Sir Hiss. Don't go there. You don't have to go there. Drop it. Release that. Because you're not supported in that relationship. Let go. You've given enough of yourself. It's now time to allow real love into your life. All right, at 1 hour and 53 minutes and 53 seconds in, we're at a wrap. So maybe a wrap. So maybe it's some kind of maybe it's something to do with the movies or something to do with an award ceremony. We're at a wrap. That's a movie, isn't it? I don't know. It's something that you do there. You're going to be recording a movie, or you're going to be, I've seen that in my dreams. Somebody who does that. They do movies, videos, and they don't want you to go. It's a wrap. They don't want you to go. Spirit doesn't want you to go, and they want you to stand up for yourself and say it. I'm done. 53, double. So 53. 53 could be the age of somebody. And let's see. There is somebody. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Celebration. Okay, so there is love and healing. We do have to see this in a positive light somehow. Because some people don't have all negative, right? There is a celebration. I am nervous. I'm uncomfortable. And I'm apprehensive. I am. But there is love and healing that will help you from what happened with the Sir Hiss. Because remember right now in this song said, now I'm, hold on. Okay, so this is the positive. I knew I had to stop. Spirit said go back. You're laughing at me. Rub salt in my wounds. I saw that. I watched them do that. When he fell, they did. I saw that. If you come my way, just don't. Where is it? Stitches. I'll be needing stitches. It's a different song, that's why I couldn't find it. Now that I'm without your kisses. I thought I'd been hurt before, but no one's left me quite this sore. Your wounds cut deeper than a knife. I need someone now to breathe me back to life. I've got a feeling I'm going under. Remember the night that was in the water that was above, the puppy that came? I know if I make it out alive, I quit calling you my lover. Move on. Falling to my knees. I'll be needing stitches. Okay, so this one was hurt by another, and this now, because of that, they're apprehensive. That's what's going on. Because of that, they're apprehensive. He is going, but don't treat him like that. Like I heard the other day. I don't know if I spoke about it today or yesterday. Don't tell an Indian chief he's a crushed acorn. Don't treat me like that. I know who I am. So don't disrespect me. I've been disrespected. I've been hurt. And I have stitches. I've been bit by a snake, and you once bitten, twice shy, right? I don't want to be bitten again. But yes, I am going. I am apprehensive, but there is passion. And Spirit says, take action. So even if you are apprehensive, go where there is love and healing. Go away from ridicule, judgment, anger, blame. Go away from the one that was weighing you down, right? That's not where you go. You go where you are going to receive. First of all, you do that for yourself. That's you preparing. That's what you should be doing right now. And then go there. That's a different place. Go where you're supported. Go where you're loved. Go where you're connected spiritually. Go where you can relax, where you are allowed to daydream. Go there. Take action in that case. You said you needed help. Go there. Take action. Okay, so that's a positive. All right, so 53. The Ascended Masters are helping you change your life in positive ways. Ask for their help with any aspect of these situations, such as additional ideas, opportunities, courage, and so forth. So if you need courage to go, ask for Spirit to help you. For anything that you need, any changes that you're going through at this time. They recognize that this is hard for you. They recognize that you've been hurt, that you've been taken advantage of, that you've been burned, that you've been bit, that you have been manipulated and lied to, that you have been caring for everyone. They know you want to be identified in a different way. I don't want to be identified with them. I want to be identified differently as myself. They understand that. Spirit understands that. Don't allow all of this to turn to anger and let the anger consume you and make you sick. Turn it into the positive. That's why you need to go where there's positive energy. That's why you need an activated carbon filter. You need to go into meditation, get your chakras working properly to start pulling things together again. Remember, 2 princes that kneel before me. One's not in his right mind right now. He's a good guy. Marry him, your father will condone you. He's a good guy. This is a happy Buddha. This is a good person. That's what you need to be told, and you need to tell yourself. So even if, and look what's interesting. I don't even remember putting that there. A laser light quartz. Psychedelic laser light quartz. Colors of the rainbow in here. All right, you guys. That's it. We're almost at 2 hours. I gotta go. Love you. And you want to, I can't even speak. What I wanted to say was, did you notice that when I told those two to stop and I shut the door, we have not been disturbed once? No one has been scratching at the door. No one has been crying, because I was, to get my messages out, for one thing, I needed to get it. It was time sensitive to get it out. And I also needed to set my boundaries and tell them, just like this, we have been told in this one, go away, move on. I'm dropping this. I'm not doing this anymore. Wow, my phone keeps flashing. So when you stand up for yourself and they recognize that you realize that you have the power, all of a sudden they're going to shut up. They'll probably go away. They're going to want to go away. They're going to hide. They'll probably run. All right. Love you guys.